When did it hit you that you weren't in love with me? When did it hit you? When did it hit you that you weren't in love with me? How did it come and then go? And where did it end? When did it hit you that you weren't in love with me? When did it hit you? How did it? When did it hit you, my love? How did it come and where did it? When did it hit you, my love? How did it come and where did it? When did it hit you that you weren't in love with me? When did it hit you?
Be good if we had the yellow pages.
Yeah. We had a phone or some pots.
Yeah.
Or lights would work.
Yeah. Right.
Why don't you guys quit complaining and just appreciate what we do have?
Not complaining.
Of course, sure. You're all talking in ifs. Ifs and shoulds.
Not ifs and shoulds. Who cares?
If we only had some pots, if we only had some lights, if we only had. I mean, look around you. At least you got a roof over your head. You know, there's food, and it's been sitting here for a day and I can't eat it. I have to go to the gym. Well, I mean, why don't you just do some fucking sit-ups here?
A little bit touchy,
Do little
aren't you?
jumping jacks. I'm just tired of all the bitching.
Excuse me.
Anyway, I think we're arguing the same point.
Just from different perspectives. It's like R.D. Laing, I don't know if you're familiar with that. He said, I can experience my experience and you experience your experience, but I can't experience your experience. I can only experience you having your experience from an outsider's perspective, same as Roxanne can only experience you and I having our experiences at the same time, but it would be her experience from a different view.
Right. So two people can never really communicate then.
What's that?
So two people can never really communicate then.
They can only try to express what they're feeling in the moment.
Still, that person's going to experience what they experience, not what the other person is experiencing. So I don't know why you keep trying to counsel everybody into believing what you believe.
I am not a counselor, and I am not trying to make people believe what I believe. I am just trying to help them sort out what is right for them. And the only way I can do that is if they talk to me, and I can offer suggestions. That is it.
Some people don't want suggestions.
And some people just do it, but they don't know how to ask.
But why do you always expect that people do?
I said some.
Why don't you just leave some people alone?
I'm talking about the people who approach you, people who need help.
You can't separate your work from your life, can you?
My work is my life, same as yours is. I'm in the business of people.
Well, I feel sorry for the people you're serving.
Why?
I don't know, I just think they'd be so badgered with your counseling skills. I'd just freak out if I was a teenager.
It's not counseling, it's communication.
I think, it's this Canadianness about everybody that makes everybody so bloody polite, I just can't stand it. You go to England and everybody says, well, come have a cup of tea, and you sit down and you talk. Well, that's just great, not here. No, it's just like, hi, how you doing? Hi, how you doing? Hi, how you doing? Nobody has time to sit and talk, and then we lose track of how to talk, how to sit down and talk. And I think that's your problem. You've just been around people too long. You've been around people who don't know how to talk. And so now you don't know how to talk. Even though you probably started out okay being able to communicate in that. And now you can't even realize that you don't know how to communicate because you've been around people who can communicate for so long. Maybe you're not a counselor, but you've been around counselors. And you've been around street kids who don't know what the hell's going on. And everybody around you's confused, Robbie. And I bet it's making you confused. What do you think? Do you think that's right?
I don't think that's it.
What is it then? Tell me, what do you think? Give me something, come on, give me something to go on here. We're building a theory. This is architecture, come on.
My theory is one of light.
Is what?
It's all about light and dark and shadows.
Light and dark and shadows. That sounds pretty, sounds pretty spacey to me. What do you mean? Light and shadows and light and dark and whatever.
I think some people are just made of light and some people are made of shadows, although they don't actually know they're made of shadows.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about shining a little light on people, or letting them see their own light, that everybody has an inner light. That's what I believe.
So where do you fit in that scheme?
I am a filter of light.
Filter of light. So how does that work again?
I help people show them their own inner light.
And that's your inner light, to show other people their inner light?
Mm-hmm. I think that's my purpose.
I think that's selfless. As though you haven't got a self of your own. You're just trying to reflect things like a mirror or something.